Salut pour tous et soyez les bienvenus dans le programme Planète Équitable avec Ed Zanetti. We are talking about the technological alternatives that are available to generate carbon credits from removing CO2 from the atmosphere. The CDR credits, carbon dioxide removal credits. I started talking about different land use alternatives, the intensification of land use to increase productivity, genetic materials, increasing the CO2 content of carbon-based products, and so on. Alternatives which will generate more productivity, and this productivity means removing more CO2 from the atmosphere. Now we should take this product of this CO2 removal and apply it to different goods which will hold the CO2 within those terrestrial ecosystems for at least 100 years. So that's what we are going to be talking about from now on. The first alternative, the most intuitive one, what to do with this biomass, especially if you are in temperate and cold regions of the planet, you know, the polar regions or the extreme regions of the planet. You would have a cold climate, which will mean that the soil will have low activity, microbiotic activity. Into those soils you can bury biomass. You take the biomass and just bury it, and this would mean that you'll be storing it for at least 100 years into the terrestrial ecosystem, and you can claim the credits for that. Those are called biomass safes. So we can build a safe. It can be underground or it can be above ground, that will store the biomass for 100 years. And of course, we can also have other sorts of industry which will take advantage of this CO2 to transfer this CO2 that is uptaken by the vegetation, to transform it into goods which will retain the CO2 into this ecosystem, the terrestrial ecosystems, for over 100 years, and we will be starting to discuss those alternatives in the next chapters. Let God's peace and the love that builds be our weapons on our daily struggle for justice. Ed Zanetti pour tous les amis africains.